Hello, everybody. My name is Class C,
And I'm Clever Girl.
and welcome to our show. And today's topic, we're going to be talking about Super Bowl that just happened. I don't even know the Super Bowl, what number it is. If I'm being perfectly honest with you guys, yes, I'm a man that does not know sports. Do not come with pitchforks and try to burn me alive, please. I am so sorry. Apparently, for all my male genders, I probably get my butt kicked just because I'm not a huge diehard fan of sports. And man, we just saw some TikTok videos. It was TikTok, right?
Yeah, TikTok videos.
Oh, man, those TikTok videos of people losing their crap over this game. Like, if you don't already know, the 49ers didn't win. But what a game, right?
Oh, it was crazy. But yeah, you're right. The TikTok videos were kind of focusing. I've seen like a trend going around. And they were focusing on these kind of like, I'm sorry, they're losers. Like, literally.
No, man-child or something, man. Like, yo, grown children.
And
like,
I
what?
say losers because who in their right mind loses their mind about a freaking game?
Oh, not just losers, sore losers.
Sore losers, right? Okay. Who in their right mind loses their crap for a game?
A football game.
In a family setting.
That you're not involved in.
Yeah, to the point where they were smashing TVs. Like, what is going on?
You are breaking your expensive TV. Imagine going to Best Buy and explaining to them why your TV is broken. Like, you have one of those Geek Squad warranties or something, and you're like, what happened here? I got mad and my team lost. And can you cover it?
Yeah, that's so... I'm sorry, but that's kind of pathetic. Like, why are you throwing a big-ass fit? Like a temper tantrum, pretty much.
Yeah.
Because you didn't get it your way. Like, dude, that's how life is.
Yeah. No, it's ridiculous to over-exaggerate. Especially, I mean, maybe you lost a lot of money. Maybe that's why you lost it. But even then, do you think you really want to lose more money by breaking the TV that cost you a buttload of money? I mean, those TVs that they were breaking weren't old TVs. They were flat screen. They cost a pretty penny to get TVs. You feel me? So, like...
But I was so shocked. I was like, okay, there is this video where there's this dude that loses it because he's like looking at the game and they were watching it outside in the patio. And this is like a family gathering outside in someone's garage.
Yeah.
Outside of a house. You can see everybody was chill watching the game. And this dude is like, grabs a whiskey bottle, I think, and starts smashing the TV because he's so angry about the game.
Yeah, if all the women did not get that huge sign at that moment,
that's a red flag.
That they should be heading out the exit at that time with this guy in their life, then they are about to be in the 10 o'clock news later because tragically, or they're going to get a phone call from the cops about how they were getting beaten up by the man who broke a TV. And you're going to wonder why that woman stayed with him. It's wild.
Yeah, what I have a hard time comprehending is why some women choose to stay with guys like that.
Yeah.
Even though they know that the guy's crazy and he has anger issues and he's obviously emotionally unstable.
Some people will say, like, well, you know, just because he's going to break a TV doesn't mean he'll hurt somebody.
No, the first thing that goes is the TV and then it'll be them.
Yeah, you don't really know exactly 100% sure. I mean, if he can't even control his composure over a loss of a game,
no.
I mean, we don't even know
That's
where we're going here. Like, it's a game. It's a football game.
Ladies,
he's not in the team.
Please do not stay with a man like that. That's crazy.
I mean, if you're into that kinky, weird, you know,
if you like abuse, go
for it, man. Hey, it's your thing. I ain't gonna judge. But like, so let's talk about the game. I'm not a big fan of the game, but every year I watch a football game, and I just kind of randomly pick a team because I do it for the fun of it. Okay, for the fun.
Not me. I do it for the snacks. I really do.
That sounds awesome. But yeah, like when you watch the game, you're obviously only watching for the thrill of picking a team that you think is going to win. Like you might know what you're talking about, you might not know what you're talking about, but that's the fun of playing and watching the game. Now, if you guys were watching this game, everybody, I mean, let's be real. Who carried that team? Who carried them to the Super Bowl? Who won them that team? Who is like the Michael Jordan and Kobe Bryant, LeBron James in this football, this event? Who was it? Mahomes. That's that SOB that you could.
I mean, you can compare it to like.
I was yelling
football
at this
guys.
guy on the TV, like, stop being so damn talented. Stop. Just stop getting in our way. Because, okay, I was rooting for the 49ers, but I wasn't breaking no TV. Okay, but...
No, yeah.
But I was rooting for the 49ers, and let me tell you, let's be real, the game was epic. There were some games when you watch Super Bowl, it's terrible, because you see someone get demolished in a game, and you're like, yo, I can't watch this game anymore, because we already know who's going to win. But in this case, it was overtime. We got to see a hell of a performance, but what I could have lived without was the constant Taylor Swift shots in the camera, like focusing on her. Like, you guys throw a little bit of celebrities here, but come on, man.
I'm sorry, I'm gonna say this. To be fair, like, I didn't really like her before the football game, and now that I've seen her during this football game, I don't like her even more. I just don't. There's something's off. Her vibe's off. I understand that she's like a good artist. Like, she writes her stuff.
And she's talented, and she's won a few albums.
She's talented,
no doubt. She's beating records,
she's
probably.
Rich, she's beautiful.
Yeah, of
but there's
course.
something about her that I was just like, I don't know.
Yeah, okay, yeah. Look, we gotta, this whole thing that now, okay, how are we not seeing this as like a Kardashian tactic move now? And then you're gonna tell me, oh, don't compare Taylor to the Kardashians. Okay, now hear me out. I'm not comparing them as a similar people. I'm comparing the tactics. The reason why I'm saying tactics is because the Kardashians are known to use celebrities. You know, rappers, basketball players, anybody they can get their hands on for a moment and say they love and cherish so dearly. And then, well, I wouldn't say Khloe's in that same category in some elements, but I would say most likely Kim is exactly in that element, and so is Kylie. And so is Kendall, that they're all focused on getting a celebrity in their corner to pretend they kind of love at some moment. And then when they finally feel like they've used their like fame for that time, they just kind of kick them to the curb, If you've seen Kim, remember Kim's whole wedding? If we forgot, she got married and then got
Chris Humphries.
Yeah, and then broke up 3 months after that. And even Chris says, "Yo, that was a little shady."
This is kind of what I was talking about earlier, because we were talking about this earlier. Mm-hmm. I think Taylor Swift dating Travis is honestly a publicity stunt.
Exactly, a car trashing tactic.
He seems like an airhead, and isn't she like into really deep things, like
creative artists and stuff like that?
No, she's an emotional being. Like, she's very deep. She writes a lot of deep things.
Yeah, but she dated like John Mayer. She dated artists. She dated like much more. I'm not trying to be offensive to Kelsey. I'm sure he's a pretty educated guy in his own right. But as far as we go, when we heard him at the end of the Super Bowl going like, Viva Las Vegas, I kind of felt like that doesn't prove you have a real bright educated
He reminded me of that scene from Bedazzled. Do you know what I'm talking about? The one where the news reporter is asking the basketball player.
He said, "We gave it all 10% and everything like that." Yeah,
he sounds like that. He gives me that vibe.
Yeah,
like he's an airhead.
I'm glad they let Mahomes go first because he obviously earned it. Because again, if we're focusing back on the game on this sense, Mahomes killed the whole night. Like, if first 49ers were up, but everybody got cocky, and the 49ers knew it too. They got cocky too. And then they started dropping the ball because Mahomes was like, yo, you guys forget, I'm here, bro.
Oh, that guy,
I'm here.
That guy's going places. I'll tell you that much.
Purdy did a great job. The quarterback, Purdy, did a perfect job. He really gave it his all. There's no doubt about it. But the defense was strong somewhat with the other team, with the Chiefs. You had Mahomes. He ran half to get them the first down each time. Top of that, he did the whole quarterback touchdown. He kept giving everybody the ball like nobody's business.
Well, this kid has the energy.
He had the talent.
He does.
Yeah.
He's 28.
Yeah, he's 20. He's got a long way to go, but he's already won what? He's taken them to 3 Super Bowls. He's won 2 Super Bowls, if I'm correct. This guy, you already know. We already know he's going places. We already know he's going to come back to Super Bowl again. Will he come back with the Chiefs? We don't really know that. But in this sense, again, the whole thing about Kelsey and this whole Taylor thing is I thought was a car trashing thing because, again, they use the fame for the moment and then they kick him to the curb. Now, Taylor doesn't do exactly the same thing. She has her own type of method. She dates a guy she really likes, but then she doesn't really commit for a while, and then they break up, and then she writes a song about him.
That's literally what she's known for.
That's like her whole skit.
I'm not trying to shame her for
no, do you, girl?
Whatever the hell she did in her past relationships. Mm-hmm. But it's all too common. Yeah, like, how many songs do we know of that she wrote about someone that she was dating?
Yeah,
Keep it real. Let's be real. Okay? Yeah. And they were even cracking jokes, like making memes saying, like, the guy was probably saying, come on, guys, we better win this, because if not, she's going to dump me and write a song about me. Like, it's so well known that they wrote a meme about it.
Yep.
They literally made one.
Yeah.
So that's just my opinion on that too, because I feel like it's just, you have to question celebrities in some sense, because some of them are authentic and some of them are not. It's so easy to sell out, and honestly, I feel like she has.
Yeah, no, you probably
since her country years.
Country singer years. She look. People will probably think, oh, you're just a Taylor Swift hater. I don't know if there's a Swift hater name or something out there. I don't know. Yeah,
it's so easy to call people haters without hearing what they have to say.
So let me throw a couple of things at you. Okay, first off, if you look at, I'm pretty sure it was Hulu that's doing this new trailer showing Taylor Swift's life with Kelsey right now.
Are you serious?
They're doing a mini series, I think, right now, serious? Where they're doing a short episodes about them at this moment. And then there's magazines. I literally go to work and saw people headlining, this relationship is now it's serious because now they're engaged, and now it's like, okay, they're engaged.
Wait, they're not really engaged, are they?
I don't know if they're truly engaged yet. I mean, I think they are, but he hasn't. Oh wait, is he engaged? No, I
don't think.
Sorry, they're not engaged. My apologies. Is that she's serious with this guy because they've been together for a while. That was the whole concept. Like, they made it seem like a big deal. Like, Taylor being with this guy is a commitment.
No, it's been months, and let me remind you.
But they hit headline magazines with it. No, why does it matter?
Let me remind you how they got together.
Yeah.
Out of nowhere, okay? Out of nowhere. She's not one to date someone that is in sports. She's not that's what I was saying. There's something odd about this pairing. Everybody wants to be like, oh, they just got together, they're a cute couple. But I question everything. It doesn't feel authentic to me. It doesn't feel real. Yeah. It's a publicity stunt. I'm sorry. You could even see the cameras when she hugged him at the end of the game.
Yeah.
She wasn't even yelling like the other wives that hugged the guy.
You can say all you want, but he just won the Super Bowl. And I used to act. First off, Taylor Swift has been in acting moments. I mean, it wasn't great, but you think that she could have given him a little bit more of a...
There's no emotion.
Like, I'm really excited for you. Oh my God. Like, even if you're not going to cry, at least have the enthusiasm of like, oh my God, you just won a freak. It's like winning the lotto. Oh my God, you just won the lotto.
Yeah, okay, nobody wins the Super Bowl like all the time.
It's not like it happens.
It's not a common thing.
Yeah, you know how hard it is. You know how hard it was to get this freaking Super Bowl trophy? This ring?
You can tell like they worked their butts off.
Yeah.
They probably trained.
Mahomes better, more.
They probably trained way in advance for this, obviously.
But Mahomes did more.
They got here. This is an accomplishment. And she has this like, hey baby. Like just a normal day.
Great, you just did it.
Like a normal day.
I'm so proud of you.
I'm sorry. I find it really hard to believe after I heard his voice and how he acts. The guy that was yelling at his coach.
And going, woo!
The same dude that was yelling at his coach that has no respect for his coach. Yeah. This is the dude that she's dating.
Yeah.
Think about her track record. That's what I was telling you. This girl is deep. She's written songs.
Okay, no, but check this out.
Feelings.
How do I know this? There was either a magazine headline that said Taylor and Kelsey fought for the first time. Who cares? Why?
Really?
Yeah.
Seen that?
Yeah. Okay. And then this whole time, if you guys watched the whole Super Bowl and you counted, if somebody saved it on their DVR or whatever, or put a whole video of it on YouTube, whatever you can find that footage, go watch the entire whole video of the Super Bowl, and you will see Taylor Swift being put on the spotlight more times than any celebrity. any. The owners of the place.
Oh, you know, she probably bought that.
LeBron James,
She
like
probably
whoever.
paid a good penny for that.
No, but it's crazy. No, that's the thing though. Like, obviously, it's all because of this whole Kelsey and Taylor romance, and I don't know why she needs the clout, considering the fact that Taylor Swift is already successful.
There's something going on. I'm telling you.
Okay.
Months in advance before the Super Bowl.
But here's the strategy.
Before she got with him.
Here's the strategy on the NFL end on that though. I will say that I think the reason they did that is because they wanted little girls or teenagers or whoever
to get involved
in the show, because oh my god, if they at least got to see Taylor, oh my god! And remember what's her face? Justine? Justine or whatever.
Oh,
sorry
God.
guys. Sorry, we gotta talk about it.
Yeah. Oh my god, I saw Justine's reel on Instagram, and I was just like, really. It wasn't even about football. Like, okay, one thing is not liking football, and you're here for the snacks. I'm not one to judge. Okay, yeah. Do what makes you happy.
Do you?
But I just think it's a little bit corny when it's a football game and you have your snacks and it says,
yeah.
What does it say?
That's something about Kelsey and Taylor.
In my Travis and Taylor era.
Yeah.
And they're like little heart-shaped cookies that are red. And obviously indicating, the team.
Yeah, the team, the Chiefs, yeah.
Yeah.
And I do want to apologize if I'm saying his name wrong, because I am not a Taylor, whoever that other guy's name.
I think his name is Travis Kelce.
I'm hoping it's Travis Kelce. So I'm hoping been saying Kelce the whole time. But yeah, it's ridiculous.
Taylor Swift's boyfriend.
Taylor Swift, that's what we'll know her. Just like the Kardashians do to the celebrities who work with them. They eventually become the Kardashians' boyfriend.
How is this, honestly, how is this any different from literally Bad Bunny and Kendall Jenner getting together?
Yeah.
Because how the hell do they even communicate at this point?
Yeah.
Like,
what?
Him not knowing any English, her not knowing any Spanish.
Okay, and we have
this is a publicity stunt.
Yeah, why is this happening with the female musicians in the world though? Like Ariana Grande, the same thing. That girl had.
Okay, that's a different story.
I mean, she jumped on Pete Davidson, Mac Miller, and I mean, just like got into relationships. I'm not saying in that other sense, but like Pete Davidson, freaking, who else was there? I completely forgot who she got with.
Oh, first it was Mac Miller. Then Pete, it was Big Sean.
Big Sean, yes. Then there was Pete Davidson. Then there was
Pete Davidson.
And then there was some other person who was married, I think.
The guy that you refer to as SpongeBob or something. I don't even know his name.
Like, look, the reality is there was like the fact that she would get with these guys for a brief moment and then kick them to the curb. What is that? What do we call that?
I'm telling you, it's publicity.
Yeah, like we obviously know it's not love. And it's kind of really sad though, right?
Yeah, I guess Super Bowl needed a little bit of like the youth
romance. Yeah, it needed that Romeo and Juliet thing.
That, oh my god, it's Taylor and Travis. Yeah. How romantic. Saved me. I'm like, do you guys not see this, or am I just like on glue here? Like, come on.
Yeah.
It was obvious.
Yeah, it was, and that's the thing. Like, and it kind of pushed away a little focus from the game. The game was amazing, but.
I'm not going to join the bandwagon, but I'm not going to say that they're not wrong for it either. Like, a lot of people got angry for it. But I'm like, okay, that does make sense. It's valid, because who comes to watch a game for Taylor Swift? Come on.
Yeah.
Like, you just softened football for them. Like, if it was something hard for them.
Yeah.
And you know how some fans go.
Yeah, we already had, first off, Usher. We already had the music biz going. We already had somebody there to have us come and join the entertainment. Because Usher, my God, can we talk about Usher?
Oh, the performance.
Usher, baby.
Oh, that was awesome.
The guy killed it. Killed that. I mean, I was, honestly, if you're an old head like we are, not like old, but we are the ones who were.
If you're a millennial.
If you were around the time Usher was being brought up and you were feeling those songs and starting off with those songs and then growing into them and then finally hearing them back again, being all brought up in one show, and then seeing Ludacris just bring out his afro.
That was surprising.
That was so epic.
Yeah, I've been saying that for a while. I said, what happened to Ludacris's afro?
Yeah, like he gave that in.
Yeah, I remember when he first started, he was like a badass.
Yeah.
That's what made me want to listen to him.
South. Yeah, he was. You remember his mouth was amazing.
Oh yeah. Ludacris back in the day as a rapper, he was like awesome, and it was great seeing him come back
Yeah.
Also, Lil Jon.
Yeah.
I don't know if I saw Lil Wayne. Did we see Lil Wayne? We did, right?
No, I mean, we saw him, I think, in the stage or in a commercial or something.
I thought
Because my
I saw
brother
Lil Wayne.
brought him up out of nowhere. He was just like, "Look, Lil Wayne," and he was the only one who cared.
I saw him. But we did definitely hear Lil Jon up there, and that was crazy because I haven't heard Lil Jon since forever, since our high school years.
Yeah, and obviously Lil Jon.
He's a legend.
You know, he's a legend with very few limited words, but he's always going to be iconic for those words because the song also was based with Usher and that song. Yeah. It's his word.
Honestly, I think they're catering to people of our age.
Yeah, and it was great. Yeah,
they're assuming we're the parents now, so like the little kids are. If we had kids, they would be like, "Who's that?" And we're like supposed to be the people that are like, "Oh, back in my day."
Yeah, that's the crazy thing about Usher getting this opportunity because it got people to want to listen to his music again. That's the thing. It's a great marketing.
Great performer.
Did you
this
see
very day?
My Boo with Alicia Keys, and Alicia Keys looking still good.
Yes, she did. She looks great. That outfit was amazing.
Yeah.
Usher's outfits were amazing too.
Usher dancing.
Still can move.
He can move. And on roller skates. We finally got to, we've been hearing that, like, that Vegas, he does that, but we got to finally experience it in the Super Bowl, and now I can't wait to, like, book a ticket to see him in roller skates again.
Can we talk about her performance too?
Oh my
her
God.
Guitar solo was wild.
Yeah.
It was epic.
It was crazy. It was crazy. And that outfit again. I mean, they killed it.
It was awesome.
The women were dressed amazing. And Usher also killed it with his great dance, performing his little freaking crazy shifting move or something like that with his body, like his whole shoulders and shit. Oh my God.
With his naked body.
The dude did it just right. A lot of people were hoping he was going to sing Lovers and Friends because obviously he already brought Yeah. And you already brought You Got It Bad. You know, so if you're thinking You Got It Bad and you got that, you're going to think, Lovers and Friends was going to be in that, and probably in that mix. But it didn't happen, which is still cool. Everything else, all the songs that were in there were amazing. I would have loved to have heard Climax, but obviously that's not kid appropriate, I get it.
I saw something. So Diplo uploaded that he was the one who wrote Climax. I did not know that.
Shout out to Diplo.
That's an honorary mention.
I would love to meet Diplo. I mean, I follow that dude on Instagram, and that guy looks like he lives an interesting life. He's
awesome.
I would just like to chill with them and just.
So here, I have a question. What happened with Cascade? Was he performing in the beginning of the game?
Yeah, no.
After the game? Because I didn't see him at all during the game.
And they said he was going to be the first DJ, yeah.
So, I have no idea. Please let us know. Correct me if I'm wrong. Maybe he did perform. I wasn't there yet. Because we arrived pretty late at the party.
Yeah, so with Cascade, first off, let's talk about the fact that it was supposed to be Tiesto, but then Tiesto last minute dropped out. We don't know all the facts on that, but he drops out, and then it becomes Cascade's deal, and he gets to go and headline this thing, and it's supposed to be him for the first time DJing at the Super Bowl. At least it was supposed to be something like that. And we watched the Super Bowl, and we didn't see him. Maybe it was.
I saw him for like a minute.
It must have been
before the game.
It must have been before the game. It must have been before like halftime and everything. Maybe it was just so everybody would be able to engage in the pre-halftime show, whatever, or before the game show. I know a lot of fans are very supportive about watching the whole thing before it even starts. I mean, there's like a funny joke in American Dad where they had like the robot that does this thing in the football commercial. He wakes up like one of the coaches just before the whole game show starts. He's like, Jamie, it's time to wake up.
What?
Yeah, it's an American Dad joke, but you'd have to watch it to see it. But it's a funny reference about how like Super Bowl fans are so diehard that they would want to watch the coach literally wake up from his like sleep before the game even starts and all that stuff. But okay, so it was amazing. And again, I'm just gonna keep continuing to brag about Mahomes because Mahomes was the only reason why that game worked. Okay, Don't. I know a lot of people were like, no, there was a lot. No, I'm sorry. Okay, I'm sorry. If you were watching what I was watching, I kept cursing his name at that time because I love that guy. That
But
kid.
you know,
that
it's admiration.
That guy is talented. That's why it's not because I hate him for real. Like I don't have any beef with Mahomes because he's probably a totally chill dude, and even so, it doesn't matter. The reality is that this guy is damn talented. Okay, he is talented. When you were thinking, oh man, there's a chance they might win this, Mahomes is like, well, if my leg doesn't twist or nothing happened to me, I think we're gonna be okay. And this guy ran first downs. This guy threw the balls to, even when some of them dropped it, he still managed to find perfect other people to catch that ball and get those touchdowns. Okay, so there's no questioning the man's talents. No questioning it whatsoever. So, at the end of the day, was it? I think that's all we can really say about the Super Bowl, right? Yeah, I think that's all we can really say. Like as far as the Super Bowl it was fun. The commercials, we were. I ain't gonna lie. Usually we pay attention, but we were kind of busy taking care of our pet kid.
No, I remember some.
Yeah,
Jeff Goldblum commercials were funny, but they were also so random. It was like for homes.com and apartments.com.
Yeah, and then they kept putting the guy from Schitt's Creek, David. He was in like a bunch of commercials too.
I saw that.
And then there's some random girl I don't know, but they kept pairing them together, and I was like, "Yo, are we supposed to know these two? Because they're not in the same show."
I thought they would put
maybe it's another show. Their
sister. I can't say her right now.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah. Exactly.
We have that device at home.
Yeah. Apparently, if we say she, so we can't. But yeah, that's all we can really say about the Super Bowl. It was a fun night. It was fun to watch. I did not bet anything, thank God, because
no bets for us.
I felt a little confident.
You know what? That's why people are breaking TVs. Please do not bet on sports.
Don't bet.
If you're gonna get that crazy, if you're gonna get that angry, do not bet on sports.
Look, if you want to bet on a sport, why don't you bet on yourself playing a football game so that way you get motivated to win that money.
Exactly, because why are you getting that? I think that's the only reason people get that emotional, because they're losing money.
Yeah, it's got to be the only logical explanation, because you can't just be saying it was a really good game and that it was a good game, that you weren't proud of the game to the point that it wasn't your satisfaction. Look, it was gonna go either way. Okay, that's it. End of the story. No matter what, somebody was gonna cry at the end, and you know what? As a matter of fact, I'm even putting it out that side on the Chiefs end. Because I do believe the Chiefs team would have, or the Chiefs fans would have probably done something like that too. It wouldn't have mattered, because it doesn't matter which side you voted or rooted for. Somebody was going to break a TV.
Yeah, please do not break
Smash
TVs,
glass,
guys.
break like glass bottles or
violence
like, mugs.
is not the answer. I promise you.
Trust me, just go take a run. Trust me, you'll be fine.
Go run outside.
Go run outside for a little bit. I know you're a little drunk, but at least don't go on the road. That's it. Just stay on the sidewalks, run. Make sure you're not in any areas where you can get hurt. All right. Appreciate you guys. Thank you guys for listening, and we'll see you guys later. Okay.
Peace.
Peace.